everybody? Jeremy is here again. You know what? I didn't think I was going to make this video. It actually didn't occur to me until today, Tuesday, June 27th. It is the 27th, yes. 27th, to make this video. And I don't know why it didn't occur to me, but I figured it's a really good time to make this. Today is the release date for Power Rangers, the movie, on Blu-ray and DVD. And I decided to buy it 3 times. Why? Simple, because there are variations. There are retailer exclusive versions, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to buy these versions, I'm going to check them out, see what the differences are, and let you know so that you can make your own decision, because I don't think everybody out there is going to want to buy 3 copies of it, and I don't blame you. Hey, if you want to, more power to you, because the more you buy, the more you support the franchise, and the more you make the idea of a sequel possible. And they've been talking about the sequel recently. They've been talking about possibly doing it, what they're going to do with it, you know, if it's going to happen, all that sort of stuff. It's been a big topic recently. So, hey, buy 1 copy, buy 2, buy 3, buy all 4 if you want to. I still actually might go out and get the 4th version. I'm not sure, the regular version. But I just want to, you know, talk about the 3 different versions, the differences. I haven't sat down and watched all the special features yet because I figured what I want to talk about now is the differences. Everything else you're going to get no matter what version of this movie you buy, and there's a lot there to see. But so before we begin, I just want to talk about the regular version. There is a DVD, there is the Blu-ray DVD combo pack, which, I mean, let's be real. Why buy the regular DVD? It's only a couple extra bucks to get the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. And even if you don't have a Blu-ray player yet, like, it's not expensive, you know, get one. And don't spend a couple extra bucks for this fancy version. Now, there's also a 4K Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Again, a couple extra bucks on top of that. I think we're talking about $25 for the best version of the regular version. They all have the same cover, the poster you've seen from the movie. You know, it's kind of bluish, got Rita in the background, got the Zords going up at an angle, that sort of thing. Again, 3 versions of that. Might as well, if you're going to buy it at all, buy the 4K version. You never know, because you'll get all the other versions with it. And it's only $25 right now. Again, this is release week. With DVDs nowadays, they tend to charge a little less the week it comes out, and then the price raises into its regular price. Right now, if you buy any of the regular versions that I have right here, they're all about 20 bucks a piece at any of the retailers. Same thing with the regular version. So you might as well get it. There's no reason not to, especially get it this week when this video comes out. Now, I want to talk about the 3 versions. I've opened them up. I've taken a look at them, so I know what I'm showing you. Let's just get right to it. The first version we're going to talk about is the Target exclusive version. Again, you can only buy this version at Target. You pop it open. There's just a little sleeve on the back. Well, nothing special there. Just, you know, tells you what's actually in the set. And the first thing you'll notice is that it comes with this comic book. This is the Aftershock comic book, a smaller version of it. I'll quick flip through. The paper's a little flimsy. It's pretty much the same paper you get from a leaflet. But it's a pretty long comic, and basically it takes place right after the movie. We reviewed this on No Pink Spandex. If you haven't don't know anything about it yet, it's another Boom comic. The art's pretty solid. One thing we did notice is that it feels like this comic was written with the original cut of the movie in mind. If you remember from the original trailer, they went a little hotter and heavier on the whole Jason and Kimberly relationship, which pretty much was cut out of the final product almost entirely. But it gets a little more focus in this comic. So you start to wonder, you know, obviously they had to write the comic before the movie came out, and maybe they just were working off an older script. But the story itself is pretty good. And if you don't have this comic already, it's nice to be able to take a look here, you know, take a good look at it. Is this a selling point? Not necessarily, because the comic itself isn't super expensive, and a smaller version of it would obviously be even cheaper. But it's a good read in general. Looks like written by Ryan Perot. It's a solid comic. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but if you haven't read it again, it's nice to get it. And if you're already buying the Target exclusive, why not? The other main thing is that this is a steel book. Steel book. It's a pretty nice cover. I wish they wouldn't go so hard on the blacks. I think they kind of make it a little grimmer than it needs to be. Maybe that's just to juxtapose the colors of the suits. Maybe a white background would be better. But you've got all the Rangers just chilling there, and then you've got a cool colorized version of the logo. And you pop this open. Now, every copy comes with this. This is a code to redeem a ultraviolet copy or watch it on iTunes. Promo code here. I won't show you because obviously it's my promo code. But also they all have the ability to unlock the movie version of the Black Ranger in the Legacy Wars game that I've talked about before, the mobile game that we got to play at Lionsgate Studios. Fun game, awesome game, and hey, if you don't have that Ludi Lin, now you can get Ludi Lin for free. But again, this is in every version. This is nothing specific to Target. Same disc you're going to see. I'm going to show you these. They're in every version. This is part of the main cover also for the regular version of the DVD. And if you pop open the disc really quickly, I'll pop them up. It's basically the same image here, but it's the full image of it. It's kind of shinier, hard to see a little bit. But again, it's just a good, solid product. As far as the Target version goes, I think this one is more just if you like the pictures, really, because I think steelbooks are a very cool thing. I think it's nice to have these, you know, long term. They look nicer than a regular DVD case. But as far as buying this version of it goes, if you're only going to buy one version, this is not the one I would go with. Just because most people who are going to read the Aftershock comic probably already have in some way, shape, or form. And you're only really buying this for the sturdiness of it. Target's a great product, but again, I would say Target is more of the kid version, I guess you would say, of any of these. It's the one where it's just, oh, it's really cool looking, but substance-wise, you're not getting a lot of new, unique stuff with this version. Now, next up, we are going to go to the Best Buy version. Best Buy is one of those places where it's always weird because like they specialize in electronics and movies and stuff like that, and yet they're always the most expensive of the bunch. In the same way that Toys R Us is where you get the most expensive toys. I don't really understand that. But again, $20 a week, $20 the opening, the first week these are going on sale. Best Buy was like $21, $22. So a little bit, not a lot more, but it's always a weird thing. Same thing with the Target one. They've got the little cardboard in the back that tells you what's in the box. Let me keep these together. And now this one has a nice black background as well. I like it a little more than the Target one. I think it's a little more stylized. And on the back, you've got Rita. The classic Rita image we first saw at Entertainment Weekly when movie news started to trickle out. Now, the cool thing about this one is this is actually a plastic see-through case. You slide this off, and the Rangers go with it. Hey, there go the Rangers. Rita's still in the back, still got the main logo. Now, this version I'm going to say is much about the aesthetics and the little bonus physical things inside. Now, you pop it open, you got this thing again. First thing you'll see when you open it up is Bryan Cranston as Zordon. Very cool. And you flip it open some more, and again, the same two discs that you saw in the Target version. I'll pop them out so you can see the differences quickly in the background. And again, it's just a cool image of all the Rangers chilling with their Zords right there. Closer look. Rangers chilling with the Zords. Chilling with my homies. Now, the other bonus thing in this one, here, I'll pop these out. You can see the rest of the Zords, if you can see them the first time, is that they have these collectible cards. I actually recognize these images because these were the images that were given to us on our after-party invitations at the Lionsgate premiere for the movie. You could get any of the 5 Rangers just at random, and here now you get all 5 images. You have Trini, and then on the back, actually, it has the movie poster images right here. You can see hers. And it says, Trini is mysterious but extremely bright. Her appearance constantly moved for work, making her the perpetual new girl at any school. A loner who owns it, Trini is self-sufficient and contemplative, but always observant. All she wants is to find her gang of friends, but she'll never admit it, least of all to herself. Then it says, civilian name Trini, Yellow Ranger, Zord, Saber-Tooth Tiger. Trivia fact, in Trini's bedroom, there is a window that features a circle with a tiger's head. This was the Yellow Ranger's original power coin design in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, 1993. I actually did not notice that in the movie, the Tiger coin being in the window. So when I go back and rewatch the movie, I'm going to check that out. But that is a fun fact. Next up, Kimberly. I'm just going to see if there's anything like anything specific here that's really interesting. It says that the Angel Grove High logo in the film is the same one used in the TV show. Not really, nothing too mind-blowing there. Jason. Let's see. This is the first Power Rangers movie to feature versions of the classic TV characters Jason, Zack, and Trini. The classic version of Jason had previously appeared in Turbo Power Rangers movie as a civilian, while Zack and Trini are making their film debut. Yes, because the transfer of power with Aisha, Adam, and Rocky happened before the first movie. You know, and most people know that fact. Here we go. Billy, my boy Billy, doing his lean on that Zord. Some Angel Grove street signs read Reefside and Ocean Bluff. These are references to Dino Thunder and Jungle Fury. Most fans know that as well. Got that Louis Lin. Got that Zack. Unlike the classic MMPR TV series, the Megazord in the film features the Rangers each in individual cockpits. This allows an increased focus on teamwork as the team pilots the Megazord, not unlike an esports team that has to communicate and work together to develop a winning strategy. That's kind of lame. I'm sorry, Ludi, you got a lame fact. And they also added a nice Rita one. Nice new little deal. Cool Rita one. Rita is also the first major villain of the Power Rangers franchise. How is that a fun fact? Everybody knows that. That is obvious. Rita is a powerful alien who was formerly the Green Power Ranger. She uses her staff to create Goldar and putties to help defeat Zordon. Yeah, man. But these images are actually really, really cool. And I think that's the main takeaway from the Best Buy version is that physically it's very unique. You know, it's got the extra pouch here with the cards. It's got the translucent packaging. Again, unique images overall. But content-wise, there isn't a lot here. It's very similar to the Target release in the sense that it's unique, it's pretty cool, but it's very much down to just the visuals. That's what you're paying for, is the unique visuals on the packaging. Now, that finally brings me to the Walmart release. You'll notice it's a much brighter packaging. I kind of dig that. The blue works really, really well. I think Trini's kind of looking sassy. Got that sassy pose on there. And then the stuff on the back is the same stuff that's on these little cardboard pieces from the other releases. Take that off. Same packaging inside. Same paper. Now here's the difference from the Walmart release. Now the inside of the packaging, there's nothing special. It's white. You've got these same two discs, but both discs are over here because there's an extra disc right here. That's the selling point of the Walmart version. The Walmart version has an extra 30 minutes of bonus content that you will not get on the regular version, the Best Buy version, or the Target version. I took the time to watch the 30 minutes. I figured it's unique. I should check that out. The rest of the stuff I can watch over my own time this coming week. And my quick thoughts on it is I think the extra bonus stuff is pretty cool. It's divided into two sections. The first section is via VFX. So basically you're seeing a lot of the computer stuff, how they made Alpha, Zordon on the Wall, the Zords, the putties, the putties, all that sort of stuff. Goldar. I wouldn't say it's like the most informative stuff, but it's really cool to just look at visually. It's neat. It's not the biggest selling point, I would say, but it's definitely fun, unique stuff. And the other half of the disc is narrated by Dean Israelite, the director, and it's more behind-the-scenes stuff. It talks about I won't give you all the information, but basically it talks about the Trini Kimberly, you know, the little fork fight for the donuts and why that scene almost didn't make it in the movie and how the scene was different. It talks about, it shows the Rangers individually in the car crash scene, them, like how they shot it, you know, in the super fast camera and then throwing them around. It shows them doing the big jump in the canyon. There's 4 or 5 interesting scenes. They're pretty lengthy. They actually have the Rangers talking, you know, the actors talking back and forth. Dean cuts in here and there. But overall, it's some nice insight into a lot of these different scenes and how they were created. the thought process behind them all, when they were shot, that sort of stuff. Nuts and bolts, but if you're a fan of the franchise, if you're a fan of all the different little, nuances in making the movie, it's a good half-hour watch. Like, it's worth your time. And that's where I come when I'm making my decision for this. It depends what type of fan you are. If you're the type of fan like me, well, if you're like me, you're a freaking crazy person because you bought 3 copies of the same freaking movie and you might go out and buy a 4th one. Probably are going to go buy a 4th one. But if you're into content, like I am, or if you're like the completist, and you're only going to buy one of these, I would say buy the Walmart version. Like, that's just the most obvious. That makes the most sense. The Walmart version actually legitimately has extra content from the movie. If you're one of those guys, if you're like a movie snob when it comes to visual stuff, then you're going to want to buy the standard 4K one because, that's the crispest possible image, and the 4K version isn't in these 3 special versions. If you're just looking for fun bells and whistles, then you're kind of at a toss-up between the Walmart and the Target version because that's the bulk of both of them. You're really getting them for the visuals. Personally, I say the Best Buy... Did I say Walmart, Target? I meant Best Buy and Target. The Best Buy and the Target versions. I think the little cards inside are very, very nice looking, very cool. And I think they look better than both the steel case ID concept and even the comic book, whether you've read it or not. So if you're a visual person, I would say Best Buy. So if I'm ranking these overall, I'm going to say Walmart, Best Buy, 4K, Target. Again, that's 100% my personal idea. It really depends what you're looking for in a DVD. You might be like me and you're just going to go buy them all, and more power to you. The franchise, Power Rangers, Saban, Lionsgate, they all thank you for doing that. But I'm glad I bought all the versions. I think it's really cool. I love supporting the franchise, The movie itself, I really think is the best thing outside of maybe the regular comic. And even that, it's a toss-up that the franchise has produced in a long time. Undertones, Ninja Steel, kind of sucks. But that's obvious. Everybody knows that. No offense, guys. It's not good. But the movie is great. Again, if you're me, you're buying one version only. You're buying the Walmart version. People talk about how Walmart is jank. Walmart is, for hillbillies or whatever you want to say. But Walmart wins the Power Rangers Blu-ray race. Hands down, Walmart. And again, the outside packaging, even though it's not the tin or the plastic, like the blue, I just like the picture. Honestly, the best. But that's my opinion. I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you'd like to talk about the movie, if you'd like to tell me which version you think is the best, all that sort of stuff, I'd love to hear it. So please, like this video if you like it, comment if you have something you'd like to say, subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed before. If you have any, leave comments, tell me, ideas for videos. What do you think about this? I'd love to get some discussion going. And ring that bell if you haven't. It helps you get notified of new videos. And the best thing you can do for me, as always, is to share this video with your friends and your family, Power Ranger fans, people who are trying to make this decision right now, who aren't sure, who only have 20 bucks to put down, and they can't decide which version to get. Let them know. Give them my opinion. Maybe that'll help them make a decision. I'm going to be back very soon with some exciting videos. I got a Loot Anime unboxing coming up in the next few days. Kyoryuger stuff is in the mail. Not a lot, but a couple of little items. We can check those out. Until any of those videos, I'm Jeremy, aka Captain Subpar, saying thank you for watching this video. And as always, I am going to be King of the Geeks. Yeah. I'm sorry, people like the old Rita, but I just think, new Rita is amazing. And that's not just because I got to meet Elizabeth Banks. She's just, it's a cool friggin', Poison Ivy sort of evil costume. And, hey, Green Ranger, right? Coolest Green Ranger ever. Oh, throwing shade.